Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Raysong, and we are back with Pokemon Shield. So I believe we just finished... Yeah, we just finished everything for the armor, Isle of Armor. So now we need to find the map. And time to take on the Crown of Tundra stuff. So... So there are lots of different things to be done here. So this one's going to take us longer than the Isle of Armor did. Hello, hello. What have we here? Another visitor? I am the mayor of this fair town of Freezington. I must say, it's a surprise to have visitors arriving in our out-of-the-way town one after another. Might you be here to learn about the legend of the King of Bountiful Harvests as well? Ah, never mind. It hardly bears asking. After all, there's very little otherwise to attract visitors in our sleepy corner of the region. Which is a bit of a shame, really. People come all this way to investigate what turns out to be a mere fairy tale. But since you've made this journey, I must offer you this Freezington speciality as a memento. We got the Freezington's famed boat neck sweatshirt. It's a shirt emblazoned with the likeness of the King of Bountiful Harvests. I'm afraid it hasn't sold quite as well as we'd hoped. We've got a fair number left over. The illustration's based on extremely ancient accounts of the king's appearance, hence the unusually sized head. But we thought it might help make the design a touch more hip, as they say. If you'd like to see what the king really looked like, I suggest you take a look at the statue by the fields in the center of our village. By the by, while you're here in Crown Tundra, feel free to let your lead Pokemon out of its ball and take it for a stroll. Farewell for now, then. Oi. Over here, Raysong. Alright, so I want to go get the Pokemon, or the Pokeball that's over here. Ah, here you are. This pokey little place will be our lodgings. But as of this moment, it's also something far more important. Our base camp. I know. Not much of a base camp, is it? Still, we've got to give it a proper air of importance, haven't we? Now, enough faffing about, Raysong. Let me tell you about what the Peony exploration team is after. Round here, they've got a fair few strange and mysterious legends. For example, a huge-headed Pokemon known as the King of Bountiful Harvests. Not to mention, a massive red tree where legendary flying Pokemon gather. And furthermore, these great hulking dot-faced giants that sleep in some ruins or something, etc. See what I mean? This place is just bursting with juicy legends, and we're not stopping until we've found how much truth they've got to them. And there you have it. We are the Peony exploration team. and it is our grand, noble, magnificent goal. Of course, if I had my way, I'd be doing this with my darling Nia. But who knows? They say even chancy meetings can lead to blissful friendships. So here's to a grand adventure, Expedition Chief Raysong. Chief? Obviously. Look, what do you think would happen if the two of us went gallivanting off together? My dear Nia could come along for a grand emotional reunion and find this place empty. Just the thought of it, my own darling daughter sitting alone in this room, pining for her papa. Gah, nope, not on my watch. I'd never let that happen. So I'll be the hold down the fort chief, which means you get the pleasure of being the expedition chief. Ha ha ha. Which brings me to this. Go on, have it. We got our uniform. Gahaha, look at that. Fits you like a glove. I brought some spare uniforms so my dear Nia would have a few things to change into. So there's enough to give you one. And if you ever need to change or have a kip, by all means, just head into the bedroom back here. I've got some different colored scarves in there so you can switch it up if you fancy a bit of style. Here, have these too. Legendary Clue 1. A clue about the King of Bountiful Harvest. It's written by Peony and an old photo is attached to it. Legendary Clue 2. A clue about the Legend of Giants. It's written by Peony and has unique drawings. Legendary Clue 3. A clue about the Legend of Bird Pokemon. It's written by Peony and has a unique drawing. That is a drawing. They're legendary clues I've meticulously compiled from hours of dedicated telewatching. First off, why not have a look at the clue about the Bountiful Harvest? Seems like this king's bonds with its loyal steed, or whatever you call it, run proper deep. So if I had to name this expedition, I'd call it The Sacred Bonds of Sovereign and Steed. That's a great big statue. There's a great big statue of it in the middle of the village, though its head isn't as massive as in my notes. Do you want to change back into your usual clothes? Time to investigate the legends surrounding Crown Tundra. Ah, I've just had an idea. Here's a little something to help you out. We got a Master Ball. This is supposed to be one ultra mega corker of a ball. Use it whenever you think you ought to. I got it ages ago from somebody I used to know. Never could bring myself to use it though. If you ever get a bit turned around, come back to base camp anytime. You can't miss it. Just look for the adventuring crew flag I stuck out front. Handmade by yours truly. Anyway, I suppose that's that. Let the grand adventure begin. Have a smashing time out there. So I am going to change the color of my armbands. Oh, that's boring. It's just red. Alright, let's do ice. There we go. Alright. So there's the tree. There's 4 of those temples we have to find. And the first thing we're going to do is look at this. It's a statue of a Pokemon, but somehow it feels as if it's missing something. So now we're going to go back in here. I'm going to grab this. Hey, Chief, my pillow's caught your eye, eh? Your pillow? Oi, listen here, Chief. I've got some wisdom to impart. If you can put your head on it and have a kip, it's a pillow. Unfortunately, I went and left my favorite pillow back at home. So I went to have a look around town for something to rest my head on. And I found this out back behind the inn. Can I have it? Come off it. You want me to hand over my ultra mega comfy pillow? That's asking a lot, even coming from you, Chief. What's that? You think my pillow's got something to do with the legendary Pokemon? Mega Ultra seriously? Ultra Mega seriously? This is just some old thing I found. But if you really want to use it, Chief, who am I to refuse? Alright. Go on then. Have at it. But you'd better make sure you track that legend down. We got the wooden crown. A mysterious object made of wood. Part of it seems to be chipped. Maybe it's meant to be part of something. It looks like the wooden crown could fit on top of the statue here. Do you want to try fitting it on? Yes. The wooden crown fit perfectly on the statue. Does it want you to follow it? It seems as if the mysterious Pokemon wants to test your strength. Do you want to ready a Pokeball? Sure. Sorry if you can hear my cat dish going off. Bulbs and Olaf are up a level. Wait, what's up? I heard a big old ruckus coming from over here. What's this now, Chief? Were you having a Pokemon battle? Huh? What a massive noggin! What's this? Ah, yes, a sturdy body, just as I expected. I hope he doesn't mind that I make use of it for the time being. Chief Peony? An understandable reaction, but the answer is no. I am Calrex. I am the one known as the King of Bountiful Harvests. I have borrowed this man's body in order to thank you in person, so to speak. Indeed, there are no words to adequately express my gratitude toward you for restoring my statue. In days long past, I reigned over these lands as a king. The humans offered me their loyalty and respect as I was able to bring lush vegetation to the land and give them plentiful harvests year after year. However, it seems that over many, many years, people of this land have forgotten my existence. They used to make offerings to me every year, but even that tradition has long since been lost to the ravages of time. You see, it is the faith of the people that grants me strength, and now I have lost all but a fraction of my former power. Even my loyal steed has abandoned me. However, you were kind enough to restore my statue. That act has returned some strength to me, at least enough to speak to you by borrowing the body of another. Now, kind-hearted human child, I have a favor to ask of you. I must know once and for all whether the people have truly forgotten about me. I wish you to speak to the villagers and ask if they remember the King of Bountiful Harvests. I have tried asking them myself, you understand, but they treated me like some sort of fairy tale creature or flew into a mild panic at the sight of me. Please, kind-hearted human, I beg you to help me. Alright, so Calrex appeared once I placed the crown on the statue of the King of Bountiful Harvest. Calrex can apparently speak to humans by overtaking a person's body. Peonies in this case. Now I need to gather more information on the King of Bountiful Harvest from the people of the village. Welcome to Freezington. It must have been quite a journey to get here. The Crown Tundra is famous for carrots, you know. Maybe you'd be interested in getting some carrot seeds as a souvenir? Sure. Oh, quite the enthusiastic one, aren't you? Though I must admit, these seeds are rather valuable to us. How about a trade? You bring me 8 pieces of Dynite ore and I'll give you the seeds. Oh, life is all about quid pro quo, or whatever that phrase was. The King of Bountiful Harvest? I used to believe it was real, you know. I was told that I made mischief in the fields, the king would steal my body away. The Pokemon King? Oh sure, my gran used to tell me stories about it all the time when I was a kid. An old fairy tale, that. The King of Bountiful Harvest? Well, if it exists, why doesn't it heal the land around here so we can grow crops for a change? Let's just grab this. Oh, well. Grab that. And she, I think, is the last one. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I'm rather busy doing nothing right now. That's lovely. Okay. I must have to go ask the mayor. Do I remember the King of Bountiful Harvest? Why, of course I do. It's only the main tourist attraction of our lovely Freezington, after all. I imagine we would see more visitors if only the king were real. You've asked the people of Freezington about the King of Bountiful Harvest. Time to report back to Calyrex. Human child. I trust you were able to speak to the villagers. So, how was it? Did they say anything about me? They did, but... as I suspected, nobody truly believes that I am real. It seems that people of this land have indeed forgotten the bond they once shared with me. Oh no, of course I am not grieving. I am the King of Bountiful Harvest, after all. I know better than to count on humans to remember me. This proves beyond doubt that I cannot simply rely on human faith if I want my powers to return. If only my loyal steed were to return to me, I would regain something of what I've lost. Your loyal steed? Yes, the four-legged Pokemon that I used to ride all across the land. The very same Pokemon that my statue in the village shows me riding. Alas, though in ancient times we spent many days together dashing through the valleys and over the mountains of this land, my power waned and I was forced to part ways with it. Now I know not where it may be. Even if we should succeed in locating my loyal steed, I have my doubts as to whether it has remained, well, loyal. I have lost so much power. Perhaps the villagers know something about my currently not so loyal steed. I would be in your debt if you could speak to the head of the village on my behalf. If you are able to find some information at all, I ask that you let me know. Chief. With a massive nugget. Or wait, no, it's normal. I must have fallen asleep where I stood. Sorry about that, Chief. Still, I feel strange. Like my body is not quite my own. Guess I'll head back to the base and get some rest. Besides, it's freezing out here. So let's go talk to the mayor. The mayor's not home at the moment. He went to have a look at the fields and the giant's bed. You can go look for him if you're in a hurry. The fields in the giant's beds are to the southeast of the village. Go through Frostpoint Field and just keep going to the left. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Alas, this field is no good either. The soil is barren. No crop could possibly grow here now. Perhaps the lands of Crown Tundra truly are beyond hope. What's this? Oh, our dear visitor. What brings you here? You want to learn about the loyal steed of the King of Bountiful Harvest? Well, this is hardly the place for storytelling. Come to my home in Freezington. It's better to have a nice chat in the warmth, after all. Please visit whenever you're ready. I'll be waiting. So back we go. Have you seen what's happened to the statue of the King of Bountiful Harvest? Its head has become massive. You say that's the way the king's supposed to look? Now that you mention it, it does resemble the design on our town's souvenir shirts. But you speak as if you've seen the king with your own 2 eyes. The statue's been broken since I was a child. Oh, of course, you wanted to learn about the loyal steed of the King of Bountiful Harvest. Well, I don't know why you'd be interested in such things, but come then, follow me. An old book I read long ago said that the king's loyal steed was particularly fond of a certain special vegetable, but my memory isn't what it used to be. I can't recall what exactly the steed so desired. I think it's best that you search on the bookshelf over there if you want to find out anything more. There are all kinds of books about the Crown Tundra. Which book would you like to read? The King's Proud Steed. The horse Pokemon gave over its power to serve the king and carry it hither and thither. The two even became one for a time, combining their strength to create a forest in a single night. This proud steed had been a wild thing once, ravaging the village crops and causing much woe. But the king, in all its greatness, brought this fierce creature to heel and secured its loyalty. And for each among us who claims the steed's hide was black as the midnight's gloom in which ghosts appear, there is another who claims it was white as a block of solid ice. None alive can now say which is the truth. Okay. White carrots can be grown in the Crown Tundra. They have rather unusual growth habits. When grown beneath heaped snow, these hardy roots tend to develop into ice root carrots. When grown in treks close to where many souls are laid to rest, shade root carrots will be your crop. Shade root carrots are a favorite treat for many ghost-type Pokemon, while ice-type Pokemon seem to delight in eating ice root carrots. According to old fairy tales, the steed that the King of Bountiful Harvest rode upon loved both of these varieties, or perhaps one or the other. Records seem to contradict one another, with some stories speaking of a white steed delighting in ice root carrots, and others mentioning a black steed devouring shade root carrots. I'm done reading. Okay, so now we have to go talk to him again. Oh, hey there, Chief. I had a feeling someone called me. Was it you? Huh? Human child, were you able to find something out about my loyal steed? Yes. You say you found out something that my loyal steed could not resist. It has been so long since we rode together that I had completely forgotten. With this information, we may be able to lure my loyal steed to me yet. So tell me, what is it that my loyal steed would find so irresistible? Carrots. Oh, carrots, you say. Yes, I remember now. Even back when we were together, it would leap at any chance to eat some kind of crop. It took everything I had to restrain it. Looking back, the crop must have been carrots. I am in your debt, human child. What we must do now is clear. If you are able to find carrots somewhere, it should be but a trifle to lure my loyal steed back to me. I wonder, do the humans of the village grow any carrots? If we could obtain a single seed, I could grow a carrot from it myself. In order to find the king's beloved steed, I'll first need to get my hands on its favorite food, carrots. Maybe the people of Freezington can help me out. Oh, you're looking for carrots? Well, you won't be finding any this time of year. We do have seeds right here. Well, the seeds aren't going anywhere. Come back if you want to trade. I've got plenty of potatoes back home, but I haven't seen carrots in a long time. Still, I'm sure somebody has some seeds at least. The Crown Tundra used to be well known for the 2 types of carrots that were grown here. We don't grow them anymore, though. We don't grow carrots in this village anymore. It's a shame. Ice root carrots, cold as ice, munched all up by the bully in white. Shade root carrots, dark as doom, crunched by the bully with a ghostly gloom. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to get some Dynite ore in order to get our carrot seed, which means we are going to have to do a max raid. So that I think I will leave until next episode. Don't forget that I do post my videos every single day. Please like and subscribe. It does help me out a ton. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. TTFN.